Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Hindi film Amar Singh Chamkila. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. So this film came out on Netflix, and I actually watched it on a plane recently, and my husband, who couldn't hear what I was watching, he was like, that was a really weird movie that you were watching. And also, he was trying to sleep, and the music in this film just had me like, I couldn't help but tap my leg and just kind of, move along, even in my middle seat in the plane, move along to this music, because it was just, the music in this movie was incredible. All right, so I knew nothing about the real person that this is a biopic of. Amar Singh Chamkila, of course, was a Punjabi singer who was killed in 1988. Now, I'm not spoiling anything because the Imtiaz Ali, the director, starts the film with the murder of the singer and his wife. And even though I knew it was coming, I kind of had a feeling as the scene started. I'm like, is this gonna? And I was so like jumped, as they were shot. So Parineeti Chopra plays his wife Amarjot, and you don't realize that he was only 27. So there's this thing about singers, famous people who have died at 27. Like it's a thing, and it's like kind of spooky that he was also. So anyway, so I feel like this movie, I don't know if this movie could be as great as it is, because you have Diljit Dosanjh, who is a Punjabi superstar singer in his own right, as well as a great actor, in this role. Like, he is, I have seen him do comedy. I have seen him do silly movies, but wow. Okay. Like, Diljit was so great in this movie, and I just feel like it was just the perfect matching of this really good director who, frankly, this is the best movie of Imtiaz Ali that I've seen in quite some time, and just, matched with a guy who is a legitimately great singer playing a very dynamic, there's parts of the film, especially at the end, when they show us on film, like side to side, Diljit doing the song with Parineeti, and the real Chamkila doing it with his wife, doing it at the same time. And you can see, Diljit just brings so much personality and stage presence, because a lot of the film is of him performing these body songs. So I just felt like that was just like a match made in heaven to have Diljit doing this project. Now, Parineeti Chopra obviously gained some weight for this role. She's playing a woman who I think is more muted, like very animated on stage, but when she first meets her husband, they're just going to be singing partners. It's not like a romantic arrangement at all. Mostly she's very, very shy and quiet unless she's performing. The superstar of the movie is Diljit, okay? But I think she did a very good job, and she did her own singing as well. So it wasn't that they were using recordings of Chamkila. Diljit was performing all of the songs. And I actually was so taken with the songs that I went and listened to some of the original songs by Chamkila on Spotify after the movie. Even if I can't understand the lyrics, in the film I had subtitles to tell me what the songs were about, but even just listening to them on Spotify, they're so catchy, even if I don't understand. Now, I think they were doing Hindi, because they were sung in Punjabi, so I think they were showing Hindi lyrics very artfully during the songs, and then I had the English subtitles on the bottom. Knew nothing about the singer, Amar Singh Chamkila. The time that he was trying to develop his career was a very tumultuous time, and he had really raunchy songs, but film makes a point of saying this is what he grew up seeing. This is he heard his mother, his aunts, other people using these kind of body terms and singing about these kinds of things, like a brother-in-law lusting after his sister-in-law, or whatever these different songs were about. There was a certain period of time when he was being told you can't sing those kind of songs, so that he sang devotional songs. But the problem is his audience would yell out and ask for his older songs. So it was just like insanely popular, evidently. So the music, the background score of this film was by A.R. Rahman. Like, I could just hear, before I looked it up, I could hear A.R. Rahman's voice in one, background song. I just thought this was just, like a 4 out of 4 star movie for me. I thought it was incredible. It's just one of those perfect matchups of the perfect person is, at a point in their career to play a part like this, right? Like, I just literally cannot imagine anybody else doing such a fantastic job playing a superstar singer like Diljit did. Okay, I just, like, it was amazing. I loved period details. I'm sure there was things that were over my head. There were certain scenes where it turned almost into like an animated drawn to show certain scenes, and I thought that was just really cool and really effective. And then there would be certain things throughout the film. There were certain things like Chamkila and his wife, before they were married, posing for a record album cover, and then they would show us the actual record album cover. So they kept showing us throughout the film. A lot of these biopics, they show us real footage and the real pictures at the very end of the film. And here it was interspersed through the whole film. And I love that. I love that touch so much, because I was learning about this person, and it was really cool for me to see, oh, wow, how they captured that particular look, that particular pose, that awkwardness, whatever, in all of these, different pictures, or the, wedding pictures. Okay. Spoiler alert. But the twist that happens after their wedding, I did not see that coming at all, because the way Diljit had played up until that point, I'm like, this is just the sweetest guy. He's just so sweet. He's just so concentrated on his career. Like, what? Was not expecting what happened. Oh my gosh. That was really crazy. The way the setup of the film, with, we have the killing that happens at the beginning, and they bring the body home, and then his friends are kind of, there's a police inspector who's kind of our audience stand-in, who's learning about the singer, and they're explaining to him his background, how he got started, how he reached this moment, where he knew that he could be killed at any moment, and just decided to just live his life anyway and perform anyway, and just carry on and not cower in his house. So just amazing. Really amazing film. So, like I said, it's on Netflix. Don't sleep on this film. You have to see this film. It is truly great. And Diljit, kudos to you. Like, I've loved you, since, Jat and Juliet. I've seen some of your Punjabi films even, but this was a step beyond anything I've ever seen you do before. Wow. I was blown away. All right. Let me know what you thought about this film. If you were a fan of the singer, do you think Diljit did a good job? Do you think he captured the essence of the way the original man sang his songs? From what I could hear on Spotify, it felt like he did. But I would like to know what you thought about it. If you grew up listening to this music, if you felt like Diljit and Parineeti did a good job, let me know in the comments below. Please do subscribe here, like this video, all that good stuff. And you can find me on X, I guess they're calling Twitter now, at Pardesi YT. And you can find me on Blue Sky, Threads, and Instagram at Pardesi Reviews.